is good, everybody, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of Weekday Wagers, coming to you live here on our X, or the formerly known as Twitter space right now. We got an announcement coming about where you're going to be able to find the show tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming here shortly. But so glad that you were able to join us here this Tuesday afternoon. Please, we say it, and it is absolutely couldn't be more true. Please share, repost this, and it's only going to help us grow, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate that. Yesterday, kind of a ho-hum day yesterday with DG and I. DG hit his. A little recap and see how we did. Xavier Worthy coming up just shy. I think he finished with 49 or 50 receiving yards, so missed that one. But good old Mahomes did throw an interception, so DG cashed there. A little surprised that it wasn't a kicker prop. Kind of see what Rob has to say about that. Rob, first of all, how you doing on Tuesday? And are you shocked by DG's lack of a kicker prop?
I'm not. I think the kickers kicked rocks this weekend, so DG decided to take a night off, and a smart choice because Mahomes is always good for a pick. So, and what a bad pick it was to Devin Lloyd. My goodness,
that was brutal. Real quick, we do have a question here. I know, Joe, is there YouTube or just this today? You know what, Joe? You bring up a great point. You know, I said there was an announcement. Why wait? Let's just put it out there. Starting tomorrow, not only will we still be simulcasting live here on X, but Weekday Wagers now has its own independent, stand-alone YouTube channel, and we will have the clearance to go live from there. All you have to do is search Weekday Wagers or put in that ampersand, the @ Weekday Wagers in YouTube. It'll take you right to the channel. Be sure you subscribe. Today's video will be posted to that channel, so you'll have yesterday's and today's there on the channel. But starting tomorrow, yes, we will have our very own YouTube channel, our forever home, if you will. So these mutts found a home, and yeah, we kind of like it. Rob, I know you were excited about this. I'm thrilled. DG has been working tirelessly to get things operating for us. Any thoughts?
I'm honestly really excited. First off, I want to thank Coach and all them for having us there, letting us do our thing. But sometimes company overstays their welcome, so we decided we're going to build our own home, and that's where we're going to make our life at now. And I'm excited for it because you, me, and DG, we're all three a team. We all three come up with all this together. It doesn't work. We all work together on this. Not one person's bigger than the other. So I'm pumped. I'm honestly really pumped. I'm excited for us and what we can do in the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, listen, I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am for my experience with coaching company. It really, and I don't know that door is completely shut. So
Right.
I'm not sure what the future holds in store for us in the near term. I do know that by Weekday Wagers having its own YouTube channel, that we have secured a spot knowing where we can operate every single day right here at 2:00 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. And yes, hopefully this is our last move. I mean, unless we go to a network, and but even then, I don't know why we would still wouldn't be broadcasting on YouTube. So there is that. Make sure you find us tomorrow. You can find us tomorrow on YouTube. You're going to hear me say this again. Please like and subscribe. Tomorrow to be DG and I, right?
Yeah. I got unfortunate work stuff that I cannot miss. I will have some Robbie Radar information. I will try to get something for that show tomorrow. If not, I will have it all ready for Thursday show with DG.
Excellent. And Madam President is in the chat right now over on X. And she says these numbers are amazing. Love seeing the chat numbers grow. Kim, I'm telling you, we have been absolutely humbled by the viewership, by the support of. We have the best damn chat in the business. That is not hyperbole. That is not. I'm not pandering.
Not a cliche. It's the truth.
It's not cliche. It's the absolute truth. And when we saw the numbers that we had yesterday, our live numbers yesterday, when I look over and I see the live numbers that we have now, I can't tell you. It's emotional, and I can't say how grateful we are and how much I thank each and every single one of you. Before you see this old man full of gray hair start tearing up, we do have some breaking news that's happening here in the world of sports. On the watch list, there was a huge trade that just got announced, or a signing.
Yeah.
What do we? Good old Joe Flacco, who's almost as old as I am.
Yeah, the Bengals traded wet garbage juice for a wet fart, and they've got a couple draft picks in the deal. It makes no sense. You had Jake Browning. You basically got an older Jake Browning. Go get someone. You know what? You want to make it exciting? Go get Jameis Winston. Okay, go get somebody that's at least going to bring your team some excitement. Well, he's going to throw the ball. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you, if you had your pick, if you're the GM of the Bengals, and yes, you know that, your Joe Burrow is down for months with this toe injury. You've made the conscious decision not to stick with Browning. Russell Wilson's out there that you could assign. Jameis Winston, I'm sure, will be looking for a home here shortly. And then you have Joe Flacco. Out of those three, who would you sign and then make this make sense?
I would sign Jameis. Again, he doesn't hit his target every time, but he's going to shoot at the target plenty of times. I think Jamar Chase and him would actually have some pretty good back and forth. I think it'll bring some excitement to that team. Right now, they're just stale. They just look stale. From offensively, defensively, they just look stale. Nobody wants Russell Wilson except for the Raiders, because they're going to change their name to the Las Vegas Retirement Home. Complete that team with Russell Wilson. I would have added Jameis, and I wouldn't even think about it, because you already have your star quarterback in Burrow, right? I know why they're getting somebody on the cheap, because you don't want to go get a young guy, because I saw people saying just bring Shador in. Shador's a young quarterback. You have your quarterback. You just need to get somebody to kind of tape this thing up until he can get healthy again.
Just kind of bridge the gap for right now.
Yeah.
And if you're Browning, what do you make of all this?
It just shows you just weren't good enough. It just wasn't cutting it. And I think you could see that on the players' faces too, especially Jamar Chase. It just wasn't cutting it.
Gotcha. So that's half of the big news. We got some more big news, because today, starting at 5 o'clock Eastern, it's puck drop.
It is
the start of the.
They don't even play tonight. I'm just jumping the gun.
I love it. And we do have Rafael Esparza join us in the chat. Rafael, so good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for coming over and supporting with us.
Yes, sir.
RJ is hanging with us. And Mike, yeah, we know you couldn't find us today on YouTube, so exit is. If you just got here, starting tomorrow, you will be able to find us on YouTube. Just search at YouTube for Weekday Wagers. We have our very own standalone YouTube channel now. So, as we've been calling it, our forever home. I feel like my adopted dog. Hockey starts.
Yes.
And it's a little surreal that you and I are doing this show today at the start of hockey season. This is where you and I really kind of cut our teeth.
Yeah.
In this industry is our first shot at doing any sort of a show was for the NHL finals. And a year later, here we are, and we're growing. Kind of walk me through what you took away from last year and what you're carrying from that into this year.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different teams with a lot of different players, right? A lot of different coaches. There's actually some good games tonight. Pittsburgh and New York. I don't have any plays on it, but Mike Sullivan was the head coach for Pittsburgh. He won them 2 Stanley Cups, beat my Predators, still salty over that in 2017. And he's now with the Rangers. And as you saw last year, Peter Laviolette does the roller coaster thing. He inherits a good team, takes them so far, and then it's just down he goes. He does it everywhere he's gone. But I think I like Mike Sullivan at New York. I think Igor Shesterkin is going to get a rejuvenated role. I think you're going to see him play a lot better. On the other side, you have Sid the Kid. He's been talking about he's not leaving Pittsburgh. He doesn't want to leave Pittsburgh. But when you watch the Amazon documentary of the new NHL season, you see how happy he was when the Canadians won the Four Nations. You saw him cheering or celebrate when McKinnon and guys like that. You know he longs to try to win another Stanley Cup. And if Pittsburgh is on the downward slope, I don't see him not wanting to at least have that chance one more time.
Is it unfortunately for Crosby, he's in Pittsburgh, right? And because once you get past Crosby, offensively, who else is there? You know what I mean? And so you're putting a lot on one guy's shoulders, and do you think that that's the kind of weight that can wear somebody down and force them into retirement?
So the problem is you have Crosby, you have Evgeny Malkin, call him Gino Malkin, and then you got Chris Letang. I think there was a stat. They're the only three players that's been together, I think, for 20 consecutive seasons together. But the problem is Sid the Kid's still playing up here while Malkin's game's gone down here and Letang's game has gone down here. So you're asking, like you just said, you're asking Crosby to carry the weight of both of those guys. And you just have an older team now. You got Erik Karlsson, who you signed big money to, who hasn't shown up and hasn't done well there either. So it looks like it's going to be some retooling and revamping. Eventually, they're going to have to – either Sid's going to have to leave or they're going to have to get him out to get some new young talent in there.
Right. It's funny that you highlighted this game, the Rangers and Penguins. I think that New York wins tonight, and I think that they win big. Their core offensively is still intact. They're there. I think that they really come out. They missed the playoffs last year. They're going to be making a statement. I like them actually on the puck line. And I agree. Probably have a play. Yeah, I probably have a play on that at justthestatsports.com where if you get on over there, you can get all the plays and everything. The play of the day is up as well. It's also a hockey-themed play of the day, so be sure to check that out. And we will have a new promo code here by tomorrow so that we can offer a little savings for people who are just signing up. What did I see? Oh, yeah, Joe says that no one should want Russ. Flacco and Russ should retire the same day today.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. Well, let's see. You know what? I'll tell you, let's get to this. We have our wagers. And the only thing spicier than tonight's bets is our sponsor.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seabass, the only 5-star chef in the game. We all know sports betting is full of bad beats and tough calls, but when it comes to flavor, there's no second guessing. Bassett's Blends is the plus EV lock of every meal. We don't need a stinking model. Crafted with winning spices and bold taste, Bassett's Blends comes in 3 flavors, original, hot, and no salt, that's going to turn chicken, steak, vegetables, any dish into a can't-miss cover every night. With Bassett's Blends, there's no bad beats, no flavor fades, just guaranteed greatness. Check out the link right here where you can pick up your Bassett's Blends for a guaranteed lock every single night.
Go get yourself some Bassett Blends. I'm telling you, I put it on everything.
I just ran out last night.
Did you really?
Really? Yeah, honestly, just ran out last night. I had to go to salt and pepper method because I didn't have enough to cover all the state.
All right. Well, I'll send out a text as soon as the show's over for us because I think I know I'm running low. We just made ribs, so yeah, I could use some. You and I kind of had the same theme going today, and we never even talked about it. It just kind of happened. I do think it's how we got our start, and it's kind of funny how it rolled into. But what are you playing tonight, and why?
Yeah, gonna go a little 1 hit, 1 point. Let's cash the ticket. We're gonna go Aaron Judge 1+ hit and Cale Makar 1+ point at +106. Look, Judge only has 1 hit against Shane Bieber in his last 10 outings. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Well, it's not too bad because the last time they played was in 2023. His hit came in 2020 and it was a home run. So it's not great, but they haven't seen each other in a while. Yankees are in do or die mode. I'm pulling for the side that they die because I don't like the Yankees. Will they win? I don't know. But Judge has been on fire. He's racked up 4 hits in his last 2 games against Toronto. If anybody's going to bring the Yankees back to life, it has to be Aaron Judge. So all we need tonight is for him to get 1 hit. He's got 7 multi-hit games in his last 10. Then we go to the ice. And I'm going to go with my guy, Cale Makar. You won't see his point line at just 1 for the rest of the season. Normally, his point line is going to be at 1.5 or greater. He's averaged 1.1 points, good for 66% all of last season. He has a point in every game against the Kings dating back to 2022. He is one of the top guys in Colorado. He's a Norris Trophy finalist. He's going to be in that conversation later on in the year. I actually played his assist prop as well, a little bonus bet, and I got that number down from -130 to +115 for an assist. He has cashed that in 9 of his last 10 against the Kings, and he averaged 0.8 assists a game last season. So give me a point, give me assist, don't care. Put both these together, and you're going to cash a +106 ticket.
I love it. And I am also going with a little thing I like to call diamond and ice. Get this at -115. Look, I am taking Seattle-Detroit for the game total to go over 6.5. The reason being, I know that there's a chance of weather in Detroit tonight. I get that. I think that that plays into our hand, especially if they can get the starters out and they have to go to the bullpens a little bit earlier because of a stop. Gilbert and Flattery have been pretty good as of late. However, in the last 5 Seattle games on the road with Gilbert pitching, 4 of the 5 games have gone over 19, 7, 17, and 10 were the number of runs scored in those last 5 Seattle games. At home with Flattery on the mound, also 4 out of the 5 have gone over this line with 12, 18, 10, and 13 runs being put up in those games. I love this spot, especially if we do get some weather. I know that they'll play through some of a little bit of a drizzle. If there's any stoppage for 25, 30 minutes, teams will go to the bullpen, and I think that that just helps us get over this line. And then I am taking the LA Kings tonight, team total over 1.5. The Kings are going to have a very emotional opening night. Their captain, Anze Kopitar, has been the heartbeat of this franchise for almost 20 years. This is his last season. He's retiring at the end of the season. He's all done. This is going to be the final home opener for him. They're going against the Avalanche, and I think it plays into what Robbie's doing with Makar as far as scoring a point. We want the Kings to score at least 2 goals in this one tonight, and they're going against the Avalanche's backup goalie, Scott Wedgwood, because Mackenzie Blackwood is injured with the lower body injury. So I love this spot for the Kings to put up a couple goals. Wedgwood he's always been a little bit leaky. Look for him to give up at least 2 here tonight. Put them both together, you get a -115. So I love that spot.
He's the leakiest of the woods for sure.
No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. You know what? DG. That's a lot of wood talk, yes. Also says that his hockey team doesn't play till Thursday.
I still don't even know who that is.
Do you know if he made the decision yet? Obviously, he's made the decision. He knows. He hasn't shared that with you, has he?
He hasn't shared it with me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, there was 3 teams. I won't give. There's 3 teams that he had his eyes on, but I don't know if he ever came to a final decision. If he didn't tell me, but we'll see. Guess maybe he tuned in Thursday to see the grand opening of who DG wants as his hockey team.
See, I knew these 2. I didn't know that there was a third. I knew Kraken and Mammoth were the 2 that I thought.
But the Mammoth was one, but there's 2 others, and it wasn't the Kraken. He loved the uniforms of the Kraken, but he didn't like the roster, and he couldn't pronounce any of the guys' names. Which you could do that for almost every hockey team.
I was going to say, wow. So he's not picking a hockey team. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. There's no Jesus Sanchez's on the NHL hockey teams. That's for sure.
Oh, he's already ruled out the Kraken. So the Kraken are off the list. So it's between the Mammoth and somebody else, apparently. I love this. I love everybody guessing about who DG's team is. Kim says, well, the Golden Knights, but they play tomorrow, so it's not that. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, they're out.
And because it is the start of the NHL regular season, yes, there's baseball being played today. And we might have a little bonus daily dinger play. But to celebrate hockey, we're going with our little light the lamp.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Anytime goal scorer. And we have Sam Reinhart, Nathan McKinnon, the Cross, Connor Bedard, and Ryan Donato. Plus 350. Those are great odds. Reinhardt's at 140. McKinnon's at 145. You see all these right here. Robbie, who do you like off this list and why?
I'm actually going to get creative. I'm going to take Ryan Donato at plus 350. Or if you use the boost at FanDuel, if you still have FanDuel after last night, you can use their 50% boost and get it at plus 415. But he's on that top line with Bedard and with Andre Burakovsky. He finished his 2024 campaign with 20 goals in that last half of the season, so he's been on fire. Bedard is an assist machine. And honestly, man, I kind of think Chicago hangs around in this one. I wouldn't be shocked if they won. Spencer Knight's coming back, making his debut against his former team. I think Chicago's going to be wound up and ready to actually start the season the right way. It could be Connor Bedard's last year in Chicago too, but Donato's the scorer, Bedard's the assist. I like Donato plus 350. Again, if you have a FanDuel boost, I got it at plus 415.
I am going with one half of the book of Sam, and that's Sam Reinhart. If I learned nothing from you last year, I learned that Reinhart is a scoring machine. And the fact that this is at actually plus 140 and not lower is mind-blowing. Usually it was like even money to plus 105 for his anytime goal last season. So I love this spot for him. Come out in front of the home crowd. Yes, they are hanging up the banner of their third Stanley Cup championship. It's going to be an electric night. I do like your play with Donato simply because I do think Chicago keeps this one close. Spencer Knight's going to be in goal for the Blackhawks. He was at Florida, a little bit of a revenge spot for him. And in his starts this season, for the preseason, he has kept the Blackhawks covering the puck line as underdogs in all but one of his starts during the preseason. So I like Spencer Knight. He's a hell of a goalie. But I think Sam Reinhart gets one by him as kind of like one of those, hey, buddy, I still own you.
Maybe they both score and we both cash. I'm fine with that too.
Oh, I like it. I think there'll be a lot of goals in that game, actually. I'm hoping.
And by the way, there's MLB playoffs. It would be bad upon me to not give you a daily dinger. So I did played Vladimir Guerrero Jr. daily dinger plus 389, or again, FanDuel boost plus 510. He hates the Yankees. He's gone yard in 3 of his last five games against them. He's 10 for 17 with a home run against Carlos Rodon. Swing that petty machete and swing that bat for the fences. Give me Vladimir Guerrero for a daily dinger at plus 389 or plus 510 with your FanDuel boost.
I like it. And speaking of FanDuel, Joe wants you to go on about FanDuel.
It's so I was a victim of the Brenton Strange void, non-void, as my light goes out. I think they're already cutting my lights out here because I'm talking bad about him. But I will say they do have a policy that if you are out in the first quarter and you don't come back in, your bet will void. Now, I slept last night. I don't remember if he ever played in the second quarter. Either way, if you got other books, again, we go back to this point, that's voiding bets like this and you're willing to lose all these customers, that's fine. I think a lot of people are talking. I don't think you'll see a lot of action because FanDuel at least gives you better at least in my experience, my max bet for those profit boosts are way better than some of these other books touting that they void bets. So I would still rather go with FanDuel, because if I'm going to make a parlay, I want to try to get the best bang for my bucks. But kind of some shady stuff. I love seeing everybody just hammer them though. If you just type in strange, that's all you see is nothing but FanDuel hate. I'm here for it.
TG says Book of Sam. See, I mean, we listened to you, Robbie. We listened to you. The Book of Sam. It's a real thing. I'm telling you, this is not the first time you're ever going to hear the Book of Sam. When Rob, that's like a buzzword of Robbie's. Whenever he quotes the Book of Sam, hammer it, because it's golden. It is
that
absolutely.
May have to be a T-shirt. If we ever get a merch store up, we may have to have a Book of Sam T-shirt.
I think so. I think we're gonna have a couple of mantras of ours that'll be up. And yes, Kim, you are absolutely correct. 100% correct. In hockey, that's half the battle of handicapping and picking out these players is being able to pronounce their names. And I remember last year. Who is it? Capri Sun. Yeah. Say I still can't say his last name. It comes out as Capri Sun. He plays for. Yes,
Kirill Kaprizov.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Orange slices and Capri Sun.
Hockey names, these Russian names, these wherever names, I got you. You come to some MLB and you show me Jesus Sanchez, I'm going to get it wrong 9 times out of 10. So I'll stay in my lane.
And just as you said that, your light flickered back on. Like
I know,
it
right?
was magical. It was magical what you were just saying. Like, yep, it's true. You have that connection. Look, we got hockey. We've got baseball game kicking off at 4:08 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Hoping to get that in, although they're expecting a little bit of rain, so that might go on a little bit later. Puck drop at 5:08, an hour later. Which one gets Robbie's TV attention? Is it baseball or hockey?
If the Red Sox ain't playing, it's a hockey for me. The only way that MLB beats hockey in October is if the Red Sox are still playing, which they are not. So it's hockey. I don't care who the hockey teams are.
Oh, so basically you're saying you don't watch any baseball in October for years. You've been just watching hockey?
I mean, you can't really talk. The Padres have not really done that well either.
Dude, I wasn't talking about my Padres. We're talking about your Red Sox right now.
I think if my brain doesn't work right most of the time, but I think we do have a World Series ring more recently than you guys.
Here we go. All right. Well, on that,
I only had to wait 100 feet. I only had to wait 100 so years to finally see one in 2004, but we got one.
And you know what? Let's leave with this. Where did I just see it? As Joe said, everyone should hate the Yankees.
That I can agree with.
Look, there's always common ground. We're always able to find common ground. And if that's the Yankees, yeah, it's the Yankees. With that, thank you all for joining us today. The live number is amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Tomorrow, 2:00 Eastern, you'll be able to find us here and on our brand new YouTube Forever Home at Weekday Wagers. Get over there. You know what? That's what I was going to do. And did you? DG, yes. There's the link. You can screenshot it. Unfortunately, you can't click it through the X. I'll tell you what, it got posted in the comments. I will be sure that we repost it again and repost the link so you have that for tomorrow's show. But that's where we'll be tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern. It'll be DG and myself. Until then, look, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Be kind to one another. And most importantly, let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.